Carl here, your intrepid host and Pro HG. If you do know what that means, that makes one of us. I'm just kidding. Check out my explanation video. It ain't glamorous, but the truth of it is as pure as maple syrup. So if you are new here, as a Pro HG, here's the deal. I'll come to your home. We'll do stuff. I'll film it. We'll make it way more glamorous than it actually is. You shower me with hospitality. Or a sprinkle. Whatever. And I'll shower you with the truth of my character. And possibly banana bread.
I'm even throwing in some sweet dance moves because, as you know, my hobbies are fitness and performance.
Moving on. This time I had the privilege of visiting Big Eddy Lodge in northern Saskatchewan. It's a hunting, fishing, and adventure lodge, also the family home of Renee and Solomon Carrier. You'll find it a relaxing boat ride west of Cumberland House.
Their daughter Michaela helps with the family business and also leads her own ecotherapy tours with her company, Aski Holistic Adventures. We'll have links for both down below. I'll be spending most of my time with her and a pile of mixed breed husky puppies. Their slogan is, "Every day is an adventure."
So that's a preview. Let's get it started with Michaela once again as she shares the origin of Big Eddy Lodge and some cultural insights.
So Big Eddy Lodge is built upon an ancient gathering site where people would come to fish. So Big Eddy is just like a swirling eddy of water right in the river where the current, there's like a back current and it traps all the fish. So the fish would love to gather here, and it was, great fishing. And eventually my dad's family came upon this land and started hunting and trapping here, and now it's in the family. It's all of our hunting traditional land.
And you grew up here, right?
And I grew up here, so my mom and dad moved out here when we were young, just little ones, and started homeschooling us and living the off-grid lifestyle, like hunting, trapping, fishing, canoeing. We learned all that.
Awesome. Yeah, and we had a good canoe trip the other day too, and you told me this story about the origin of the word Cree, or how did that go?
Yes, okay, so I recently learned that the word Cree, which describes the Nehenyu people, that's how we say it in our own language. That's what we call ourselves. That's the native people that live in this area. Well, actually, they live all over, like Canada, United States. There's a lot of Cree people. But when the French people came over, they noticed that the Cree people would greet each other from like far distances, like across the prairie fields, and they would scream at each other, and they go like, do all these different screams at each other. So that's what the word Cree means, is scream in French. So we're the screaming people. That's what they call us.
Sounds good. Give us one more. Put a little more oomph into it.
Okay.
Nice. Thanks for that. All right, now I get a voiceover. Let's see if I can sync this up in one take. So our journey actually began here at Nipawin Co-op. We're getting our supplies. I'm playing a joke on Michaela. Pretend it's shampoo. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Okay, what else we got? Yep, it's in boxes if it's better in the boat. And, typical road trip stuff, sloppy roads. I slept most of the time. And poof, there we are, Cumberland House. We didn't actually get out on the water because it was raining, and so I just drove a bike around town, took some pictures. It was a really neat bike, 5-inch wide tires. But there's no missing out, because the first rule of adventuring is whatever's happening, you interpret it as an adventure, right? It's not the details, but your relationship to the details. And this bike had a bell on it.
There's lots of bears like in the trails around here.
So we just hung out in Cumberland House that night. I got to know the family. We made some really good tacos. Next morning, we're getting the boat ready, and while we're waiting by the river, I gave Michaela a lesson on how to spin some poi, because learning stuff is fun. So you're in split time, and lift a leg up. You just hit your leg. Yeah. You're crossing your V in front, like keep them separate a little bit. Don't make your V touch at the tip. There you go. Now try the other side. Yeah, go forward and then turn past your toes as you turn. There you go. Now for this one, you go up over your shoulders as you turn. Turn faster.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Boy, get up!
So this is the cabin where I'm going to be staying. I've got a lot of little friends that want my attention right now. And that's fine. So let's go in and let's take a look. Michaela's got some firewood there. This place is absolutely amazing. Nice view of the river there. And inside, oh boy, this is a guest cabin. Point and tell their names.
Okay, this is Flyer. This is Flyer. This is Silver, Bolga, Tippy, Jeremy, Bullet, and Panda.
And which one's Wilson?
This is Wilson.
And the other one?
Eddie.
Wilson and Eddie.
So Wilson's like the chill one. You see, like this. And Eddie, he's the little wiggle worm.
Once we got settled in, we got right to cooking. Our first meal at Big Eddy was stew and grilled cheese. Dump it in.
Oh, you're seeing it while you're paddling. So what we have here, these are called stretchers. So because we're trappers here, so when we skin an animal, we have to stretch out the fur to dry it out so we can send it out to the fur traders.
Okay.
So up on top we have a weasel stretcher, and next is a muskrat, and then we have marten or sable. The next is a, oh shoot, what was it again? I forget right now. This one's a mink.
Mink, okay.
Fourth one is the mink. The next one is a fisher. That one's an otter. And this one is a fox. And then the last one is a wolf. So you can see.
And now we're going to go cut some poles for that teepee you saw us building in the intro. And of course, we brought our friends with us.
Come on,
Come on, Mark.
Just off the main trail, we came across the remains of a log cabin and wood stove from generations past. They inspired my imagination.
And we have fire.
Let's see that technique again.
This.
Yeah. Nice. I'm surprised I never learned that growing up with Boy Scouts. They never taught us that. No, and they never taught us. I'm making you do all the work. So you're telling me there's 7 puppies in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
See them skills. We are going to end off this episode with Michaela's beadwork and my banana bread. One more big thank you to Big Eddy Lodge. Maybe one day I'll come back. That wood-fired sauna alone is worth the trip. So yeah, this is my new lifestyle. And I haven't got a plan going forward, but you know what? I don't need one. All I need is to just keep being authentic and just trust the unknown. Because, you know, I've learned that life's going to happen anyways, regardless of my plans and my intentions. So I just stopped trying so hard. You know, because if I can make cleaning up after the dogs look glamorous, I know I can fit in anywhere. My name is Carl. I'm a traveling storyteller and student of life. I'm your professional house guest. I'll see you around.